Kamusta po kayo? Hello, everybody. Good morning from Colorado. We are live and we are celebrating International Women's Day sa ating pong mga amiga. Ayan, ating mga kaibigan. So today is when we celebrate March 8, International Women's Day. Hindi lang po sa Amerika, worldwide. Sa mga kalalakihan, nabati nyo na ba yung mga asawa nyo? Have you said Happy International Women's Day to your wife? Batiin nyo po ang inyong asawa. Okay, so Randy greeted me already this morning. Ayan, so today po, we're gonna talk about the International Women's Day. Why is this important? Bakit ba natin sineselebrate every year? Okay, so ano bang history nito? And I'm going to share to you yung storya ng aking paboritong superwoman. Actually, dalawa sila napili ko for this year. So we're gonna have part 2. Yung unang empowered woman ay si Mother Cabrini. And si Mother Cabrini, I got to know her when we moved to Golden, Colorado. Can you hear me? Naririnig niyo po ba ako? Hey babe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm right here.
No, on Facebook.
No.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, so we're gonna talk about Mother Cabrini. Isa siya sa mga empowered woman. And, I want to celebrate her. I want to honor her. And of course, our very own Magdalena Leones, Filipino war hero ng World War II. Okay? So before we start, I want to introduce myself, Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. I'm an immigration lawyer. I'm an immigrant advocate. I'm based in the US. And this video is to empower, inspire, to honor yung mga iba po nating mga kaibigan, mga kakilala po natin, mga, kababaihan. Batiin po natin sila. May we continue to inspire, empower yung mga kapwa nating kababaihan. Okay, so March 8, we're celebrating today the International Women's Day. At ang buong Marso po ay dedicated sa Women's History Month. So what we celebrate really is our contribution sa ating society, mga contribution po ng mga kababaihan sa ating society, and we celebrate this worldwide. Can you hear me? I just want to check that you can hear me po. Okay, so in today's episode, we're gonna talk about 2 super women, si Mother Cabrini tsaka si Magdalena Leones. Pero we have limited time, so I will talk about Magdalena Leones sa part 2. Anyway, itong buwan ng March naman ay dedicated natin sa ating mga kababaihan. Okay, so what I love about this month is, parang ito yung time that we celebrate yung ating mga achievements, pati na rin yung mga struggles nating mga kababaihan. Ako personally, I love Mother Cabrini kasi feeling ko si Mother Cabrini underdog. And feeling ko underdog din ako. I came here, I became a lawyer for 15 years. Marami rin tayong pinagdaanan bilang isang woman of color. Siyempre, galing tayong Pilipinas. And of course, isang babae at isang woman of color. So we had a lot of struggles, but we're able to make it. Para dun sa mga hindi nakakaalam kung anong istorya ng mga kababaihan at mga karapatan nating mga kababaihan. So hindi, meron na tayong karapatan ngayong bumoto, meron na tayong karapatan ngayong tumakbo sa politika. In fact, sa US, our Vice President is a woman, si Kamala Harris. And Ngayon pwede ka nang maging gobernador, pwede kang maging pulis, lahat pwede mo nang gawin. Pwede kang bumoto and before we proceed, by the way, doon pa sa mga hindi nakakarehistro, please register to vote. Dati po tayong mga kababaihan ay hindi allowed na bumoto. Even dito sa Amerika and even dun sa outside of the United States. We had to struggle, we had to fight for this. In fact, yung mga kababaihan na may opinion, long time ago, hindi tayo allowed to own our own property. Kung mag-aasawa ka, ay considered na yung lahat ng property mo ay magiging property ng iyong asawa. Hindi ka rin pwedeng makisama sa politika, hindi ka po pwedeng makisama sa pagdidesisyon. So wala kang karapatan. At wala ka rin karapatang bumoto. So napakahirap, at that time, wala talagang equality. So now, on March 8, this is a call for us. This is not a celebration, but also a call for gender equality. Alam niyo, marami pa ring bansa na hindi pa rin, wala pa rin mga karapatan ng mga kababaihan. In fact, I volunteer as an immigration lawyer sa Rocky Mountain Immigration Advocacy Network, haba, no? Pero we represent children sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo na meron silang mga conflict and they had to escape their country. Kasama dun yung mga batang babae o mga kababaihan na hindi allowed sa kanilang bansa na mag-aral. So if you're a woman, you're not even allowed to go to school. You're not even allowed to get educated. So sa bahay ka lang, magsisilbi ka sa iyong asawa. So tayong nandito sa Amerika at maraming bansa, even sa Philippines, meron na tayong karapatang bumoto. Mayroon tayong karapatan sa politika. In fact, we had female presidents in the Philippines, di ba? Si Gloria Macapagal, tsaka si Tita Cory, di ba? So, marami rin tayong mga senadora na kababaihan. So, hindi na po natin ito problema, pero marami pa ring bansa internationally na hindi sila allowed to be educated, hindi sila allowed mag-own ng property. And even in America, there was a time that women were not allowed to vote, women were not allowed to participate in politics, and then if you get married, wala kang opinion in yung property mo, ay mapupunta sa asawa mo. In fact, merong isang magandang libro dyan, yung The Woman Who Could Not Be Silenced, yung storya ng buhay ni Elizabeth Packard. So, napaka-inspirational din niya. So, basahin po ninyo. Anyway, March 8 today, actually showing ng movie ni Mother Cabrini. And why I chose Mother Cabrini? Kasi ang ganda ng story niya, napaka-empowering, napaka-inspirational. Nakaka-relate ako sa story ni Mother Cabrini. And I always believe, ako naniniwala kasi ako sa miracles. And, I was born Catholic, although I did not grow up as a Catholic. And then marami rin akong mga religious organizations na pinuntahan, but I always have faith in God and I always believe in Jesus Christ. Itong storya ni Mother Cabrini, very powerful kasi hindi lang faith in God. Napakita niya yung katapangan, yung kagalingan ng pagiging isang babae. And I'm going to share that to you. So meron tayong Mother Cabrini Shrine actually sa Golden, Colorado. So first, Mother Cabrini movie is showing actually today. So tomorrow meron kaming group that will be going sa Cinemark in Colorado Springs. We're gonna see the Mother Cabrini story. So si Mother Cabrini Shrine is in Golden, Colorado. And para dun sa mga hindi pa nakakapunta, puntahan niyo po siya. So my friend from Denver told me about that maybe 3 years ago when we first moved here. So sabi niya meron dong shrine, tapos meron dong healing water, yung water na na-discover ni Mother Cabrini. And so I visited, and she became my inspiration. And siya yung naging paborito kong Santa. Actually, siya yung Santa ng mga immigrants. Dito sa Amerika, so ako immigrant, di ba? And immigration lawyer ako, so I have been serving the immigrant community. So nakaka-relate ako sa kanya. But I want to tell you her story. So sana po panoorin nyo ang kanyang pelikula para malaman nyo ang kanyang buhay and ma-inspire po kayo, ma-empower po kayo. Today is the day. Ayan, yung mga kababaihan, nating kaibigan, batiin po natin sila and ang ating mga magulang, ang ating mga kababaihang nag-i-inspire sa atin or nag-i-empower sa atin, batiin po natin sila. Okay, going back to Mother Cabrini. Ayan, so sabi ko kay Randy, wag niya na muna ako kulitin ngayon. Kasi seryosong usapan to. Sabi sa akin ni Randy, so what does that mean? That means shut up.
Well, I never.
No, but we work at the same place kasi nandiyan lang siya sa tabi-tabi. Okay, so si Mother Cabrini, ako I can relate kasi feeling ko si Mother Cabrini underdog. She was rejected so many times. But she had a mission. She knew her purpose and she focused on that purpose. And she had faith in God. She knew her power, she knew her courage. And she was able to accomplish. Mother Cabrini founded 67 different institutions in the United States and Europe. Imagine 67 institutions, schools, orphanages, hospitals. Diba? Amazing. And so, I really, inspiration yung kanyang ginawa and I really look up to her. She was born on July 15, 1850 in Italy as Maria Francesca Cabrini. She was the youngest of the 13 children and she was born premature of 2 months. So from birth, meron na siyang difficulty kasi premature siya, pero survivor talaga siya. Because at that time, yung medical care, wala pang modern medicine. So yung mga premature, most likely namamatay sila. Pero no, for Mother Cabrini, talagang the moment she was born, kailangan niya mag-survive. Yung pala kasi ang kanyang mission. She lived until 67. Actually, she's the first American canonized as a saint. So siya ang unang American Santa because in 1909, Mother Cabrini became a naturalized US citizen. So naging naturalized US citizen si Mother Cabrini. So ito yung storya niya. So when she was a child at 6 years old, nilagay niya yung violets on paper boats and nilaunch niya ito. So at an early age, alam niya na ang kanyang mission. So when yung uncle niya arrived, tinanong siya, what are you doing? Sabi niya, itong mga violets na to are the missionaries. And itong mga paper boats na to, ito yung mga mission. And we're going to India or to China. Ayan po. Pasensya na ha. Ang dami kong ininom daw. Okay. So at a very young age, imagine 6 years old, alam niya na meron siyang mission. Tapos yung mga violets daw, yun daw ang kanyang mga missionaries. And then yung paper boats ang kanyang mission, either going to India or China. So in 1883, she formed with other women, 7 other women, she formed the Missionary Sisters of Sacred Heart of Jesus. Ang motto ni Mother Cabrini, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So, okay. Pasensya na po at ako'y merong dryness ng throat. All right. So ang sabi niya, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So alam niyo yung source ng kanyang power, Christ who strengthens me. In 1887, in-approach niya si Pope, yung Pope, to go to China. Sabi niya, I want to go to China for a mission. Sabi ng Pope, you're not going to China, you're going to the West. So not to the East, but to the West. Okay. So, ang first mission niya was to go to New York. Okay, imagine at this time, 1880s. So before 1870, maraming mga Italians. Hold on po, just 1 second. Okay, sorry po ah. I'm back again. Ayan. So, in-approach ni Mother Cabrini, yung Pope, sabi niya, I want to go to China to serve. Sabi ng Pope, not to the East, but to the West. So, pinadala siya sa New York. Bakit ba siya pinadala sa New York? Because at that time, yung before 1870, nagkaroon ng war sa Italy. And maraming mga Italians na they escaped. And they went to New York. And then during 1880 to 1890, millions of Italians naman, arrived in New York for various reasons, for economic reasons. Marami ring naging problema yung mga Italian immigrants at that time. Poverty. So kung nasa New York po kayo ngayon, di ba makikita nyo nandun yung Little Italy, di ba? Ang ganda. So ako, I'm licensed in New York as a lawyer. And there was a time na lagi po ako nasa New York and I enjoy going to Little Italy. Meron din doon Chinatown. Pero yung Little Italy, di ba? Ang dami-daming Italian restaurants. You can see napaka-progresibo po nila. Okay. So, dati hindi ganon. So, in 1880s, nung dumating sila, they were not welcomed. Marami rin silang problema, poverty. So, they were escaping a war, they were escaping economic problems in their country. So, they came to America. Meron silang poverty. They cannot speak English. Hindi rin sila makapagsalita ng English. And yung healthcare din nila in bad shape. So many were dying of diseases. So maraming namamatay sa tuberculosis. And as a result, maraming mga bata ang naging orphans. So yung iba, mga bata, wala na silang mga magulang, namatay yung mga magulang nila. Wala rin silang skills. And they were not welcomed. So yun po yung situation ng mga Italian immigrants at that time. So when Mother Cabrini asked the Pope for a mission, sabi ng Pope, you're not going to the East, you're going to the West because there's just so many immigrants in America, the Italian immigrants who are suffering. In particular, maraming mga kabataan ang naging orphan dahil yung mga magulang nila ay namamatay. So, Mother Cabrini, of course, followed the Pope and then traveled to America, to New York. Now, pagdating niya po doon, of course, she was not very welcome right away. And but she was persistent. Meron siyang mission. So what I like about her is what she said na you have to serve your purpose, not your weakness. So yeah. So ang dapat mong i-serve ay yung purpose. You have to focus on your purpose, on your mission, not on your weakness. So Pagdating niya doon, although yung archbishop was not very cooperative at that time, yung meron silang discrimination pa. It's not like now, yung mga Italian Americans, they're so progressive, they're educated. But at that time, they were not welcome. So, because they cannot speak English, they came from Italy, and ibang kanilang kultura, ibang kanilang pananalita. In addition, may mga iba't ibang lahi pa na like the Irish were there also, and meron silang mga discrimination against each other. So they were experiencing a lot of problems. But Mother Cabrini was very persistent. Ang sabi niya, gusto niya magkaroon ng orphanage. Actually, yun ang concern niya because yung mga Italian parents either na-abandon na nila yung mga bata or they were dying, maraming namamatay. Walang social services for the Italian immigrants. And eventually, because she was persistent, the bishop allowed them to work dun sa school, but not yet to set up the orphanage. And then, hindi mo talaga mapipigil tong si Mother Cabrini kasi sabi niya, pinadala siya dun ng Pope, she was sent by the Pope, and meron siyang mission, and she's serving her purpose. And so because of that, she begged, asked money, she was relentless. And yung breakthrough came when a New York socialite donated a building on East 59th Street. Ayan, so nagkaroon na ng orphanage. But she didn't stop there. So kailangan pa rin nilang magkaroon ng eskwelahan. So si Mother Cabrini non-stop raising funds because she knew itong mga Italian immigrants at that time, itong mga kabataan, the children were not getting educated. They have to be in school. So meron silang particular need, di ba? Kasi they came from Italy. Iba yung kanilang salita, iba yung kanilang pamamaraan. So she begged, she asked money, she did not stop. You can find them at the corner of the streets, raising funds. And then she's able to buy a 450-acre land which was sold by the Jesuits. Tapos dun sa land na yon, just after a week, she discovered a spring of water on the property that does not run out of water. But that's not the first time. Kasi dito sa Golden, meron din spring of water. So sabi niya, ang paborito ko dito, serve your purpose, not your weakness. Diba? So, alam niya yung purpose niya, alam niya yung mission niya, and you have to focus on your mission. May mga challenges and, things will happen, and there are hindrances and obstacles. But if you're focused on your mission, if you're focused on your purpose, wala yun eh, hindi mo sila intindihin eh. So you just have to move forward. So after her success in New York, she was invited to Chicago. So pinadala naman siya sa Chicago. Ganon din, marami ring mga Italian immigrants. And then marami ring bata na na-abandoned, and marami ring mga bata na hindi nakakapag-aral. Yung mga Italian children were not going to school. And some of the parents were dying of illness. Tuberculosis was big at that time, malaria. So maraming mga bata, hindi katulad ngayon, di ba, dito sa atin sa Amerika, ang healthcare, and then marami na mga vaccinations. At that time, wala pang mga ganyan. So, mga immigrants were not welcome. Hindi din madali, unlike right now, mga Italian immigrants, Italian Americans, you see them, they're very successful. Pero katulad din natin mga Pilipino, it wasn't like that. When they first came here, they had to struggle, they had to fight for it. So, Mother Cabrini was invited to Chicago naman. Pagdating niya sa Chicago, ayun na, nakita niya yung need for a school, and then nakita niya rin yung need for a hospital. So yung school, she was able to build a school, tapos yung hospital. So what I like about her, di ba, parang ganyan. No, she is a shrewd. She was a shrewd businesswoman. So she's very, very smart. And she felt na something was wrong with the transaction. yung pala ay binibentahan siya ng ng more than the value of the property. And so, sorry po kasi inuubo ko. And so, isang gabi, mineasure nila yung building and they discovered na mas maliit kaysa dun sa binibenta nila and they were able to negotiate the price. And then after that, she was invited to New Orleans. Meron din dong need because maraming mga Italian immigrants, especially the children, are not attending school. Tapos nagkaroon ng mass lynching in the South kung saan may mga Italians na nakasama doon sa lynching and then marami ring mga naging orphans. So kailangan ni Mother Cabrini na mag-establish ng orphanage and school. Okay. So imagine na kapag established na siya in New York and then galing na siya sa Chicago and then now she's in New Orleans. And then she was able to establish a school in New Orleans and then nagpunta naman siya sa Denver. So Denver is in Colorado. Doon sa Denver, she was able to purchase a very big property in Golden. So sabi ko sa inyo, if you have not visited Golden, pumunta po kayo doon. And in that property, mayroon ding na-discover, ito yung property na mura lang siyang ibinibenta because of lack of water. 'Di ba dito sa atin masyadong bundok ang Colorado. So, para makakuha ka ng water, talagang magdidig ka ng napakalalim and it's very expensive. But if you go there, Mother Cabrini discovered the spring of water na hindi siya nauubos. So, yung water daw na yon ay healing water. So, make sure you visit the Mother Cabrini Shrine. And then, so she was able to purchase that. And then there's a lot of other properties that she was able to acquire. And she founded 67 different institutions. Imagine 67 different institutions, schools, orphanages, hospitals, and in Europe and even in Nicaragua. Now, sabi ko nga siya yung first na American na santa because she became a naturalized US citizen in 1909. And in 1938, she was beatified and was canonized by Pope Pius XII, 100 years after her death. So, ang ganda ng storya ni Mother Cabrini, very empowering. Focus on your mission, not on your weakness. Serve your mission, not on your weakness. So napaka-empowering po niya at napaka-inspirational. Ako, I really feel na, nakaka-relate po ako kay Mother Cabrini. In fact, I go there almost every month. We go. Every time that I have a major decision in my life, I always go there to the Mother Cabrini Shrine. And napaka-inspirational niya po. Ayan, so yan ang ating first inspirational international woman. Okay? So sa next episode po natin, pag-uusapan natin si Magdalena Leones. Si Magdalena Leones po ay isang Filipino war hero ng World War II. And siya lang ang Asian awardee ng Silver Star sa US. So we're gonna talk about that next week po. Ayan, so in the meantime, batiin po ninyo ang inyong mga kababaihan sa inyong buhay, asawa, anak, mga teachers, yung mga katrabaho nyo. Happy International Women's Day. Tayo pong mga kababaihan ay meron tayong power to unite and meron tayong power to take action and meron tayong power to accomplish. So, let's inspire, empower one another. Yan po ang message natin for today. So, see you po next week for the story of Magdalena Leones. Till next time po, Attorney Elaine.